Yo, what's good, my fellow Magic Knights? Oh, I'm not in the right place here. What's good, my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. And guys, today I just kind of want to talk about the new typings in the game, Light and Dark, or their actual names, Harmony and Chaos, and kind of like what that means for the landscape of the games, and even how characters are going to be built, I guess, from this point on. But if you guys do like me just kind of like going over discussion, talking about anything in the game, then definitely go down below, leave a like. Also, you can subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time I drop another video. And you guys can also comment down below, let me know what you think about these ideas, these theories, and whatnot. But let's go ahead and get into the topic. Alright guys, so I'm actually here on a mission, and that's just because this is the fastest way I can think of to display to you that we do actually have the two new typings in the game right here. So as you can see, Light or Harmony, and then Chaos or Dark or Chaos has been added into the game now. Then we still have our typical colors like red, which is power, green, which is sense, and then blue, which is technique. But yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. So sometimes we get characters that come out, mages that come out, and their passives will say things like when your entire team is sense or technique or power, right? Whenever you're using a monocolor team, basically, they get these extra effects and things like that. And mages like that aren't always like the best just because you have a mono team, but like a lot of them are actually pretty good if you do abuse that mono team extra effect that they get, right? So with Light and Dark coming out, Noelle is going to be the first Light character, and Dark isn't even going to have a character. Or wait, what did I just say? Noelle's going to be Dark. Noelle's going to be the first Harmony character. We're going to be waiting a little while for a Chaos character, and I'm going to go ahead and just tell y'all now who I think our first Chaos character will be. Will either be it'll either be Zagrid, Licked, or Patry. Whenever it's all revealed that he's just being tricked by Zagrid to resurrect to get a devil into the real world, right? It could be like Dark Light Patry, or it could just be Black Divider Asta, or all three of them could be Dark. I'm just more so trying to detect like which one will be the first one, but Zagrid will probably be the first like Dark character. I think around in Black Clover Phantom Knights. I think around the time that Zagrid dropped, that was kind of like one of the initial signs that the game was probably going to be done from that point on, just because Zagrid came out and his name wasn't even Zagrid, his name was Devil. So they even put his actual name in. They just kind of dropped the character for the hype, for the money more than likely, and then they were kind of like, okay, who cares? But honestly, I think it's very good that they're already adding Light and Dark into the game. When we first started playing, I was kind of like, only 3 colors? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would have liked, you know, extra colors more. And I kind of knew they were going to be adding extra colors anyway, because I did, even though Deadman hates Grand Cross, avid Grand Cross hater, avid advocate for the fact that Grand Cross is a dog-ass game. Even though I don't like Grand Cross, I still played it for like maybe three years, was it? I don't know. But basically, when they added Purgatory Meliodas into the game, Traitor Meliodas. Traitor Meliodas pretty much absolutely destroyed the game in any capacity. I remember the bird was out, you know, Meliodas was dogging the bird, he was dogging in PvP, he's dogging in story mode, he's dogging literally anywhere. Meliodas, like just Traitor Meliodas is who you're taking anywhere into the game. And Noelle is more than likely going to have that same effect because one, she's adding a new typing into the game, and two, she's just a Noelle, you know what I'm saying? The first SSR Noelle that we got to drop absolutely obliterated the game. But let me translate this real quick. Actually, I'm just a little curious as to what this says. I already know how the kind of like breakdown of it works, but I still want to look. So, oh, this is just saying that whenever something is favorable, whenever something is favorable typing, so like say red attacking green, red would do 20% more damage and take 10% less damage, and then it just says that in reverse for like disadvantage, which obviously the inverse of that would be true. So I don't even know why they thought to state those two things out separately. But like as you can see right here, blue beats red, red beats green, green beats blue in that little cycle there. Then it actually turns out that all 3 of these typings are going to be strong against Chaos. Then Chaos is going to be strong against Harmony, and Harmony is going to be strong against all of them. So this, because I was going to say, this can look a little confusing right here. Kind of like green beats dark, and then dark beats light, and then light beats red, and then, you know, it works. And like, no. But the way you can kind of tell the difference is because these are colored arrows. showing the advantage, right? Then these are non-colored arrows, just kind of showing that, like, in general, this will dominate all of these, and in general, this will be weak to all of these. But since Chaos is going to be dark, or since Chaos is going to be weaker than all of these other colors, I will go ahead and say, first and foremost, I think that when we get Chaos characters, they are going to be some of the most highly offensive characters we have ever seen in this game. Now, this Noelle is obviously going to be offensive. I can't see this Noelle being a healer, a supporter, a debuffer, none of that nonsense. And if you like, at the very most, to subvert our expectations, I could see them making this Noelle a Guardian, because I could see this Noelle having a new barrier implemented into her kit, kind of like the first Noelle had, that gives the entire team a lot of survivability. I feel like a barrier would actually work really well with this Noelle, but I don't think she necessarily needs to be a Guardian for a barrier. I think more so she can still be an attacker, just like the original Noelle that destroyed the game, and still have a barrier. But yeah, no, like, the interesting part about light and dark being added in is that since they are new typings, they almost feel like premium typings. Now, this could be kind of like the case of limited characters, where they drop our first limited and then the next limited is dragged out, and then afterwards they kind of like not as important anymore because they just keep dropping them, right? So they could drop the first Harmony character, Noelle, and then throughout the year they could actually flood us with Harmony characters if they want. So I mean, think about it. Every month we get 2 general release mages, we get 2 seasonal mages, or so we're getting like at least 4 mages a month. And if they want to do something special like a limited character, then one of the months are gonna not have 4 characters, it'll just have 3 characters, because we'll still get either 2 general release and then a limited, or we'll get 2 seasonals and then a limited. But like, either way, the game drops like 3 to 4 characters every, let's say they're absolutely giving us a break, 2 characters. Let's say they're being crazy, like 4 characters. Anywhere from 2 to 4 characters drop like each month in this game. So they do have the real estate to absolutely flood the game with a bunch of like light and dark mages, which that's a little different from limiteds. I don't think just because they're adding in these 2 typings that every character that they drop for these typings should take a long time, and that they should be like, you know, like, okay, like they're gatekeeping, you know, just like light and dark. Like, no. I feel like they could go ahead and just drop light and dark mages in the game kind of like regularly. And it'd be different if it was like in a Grand Cross kind of sense. I don't remember which anniversary it was, but like 3rd or 4th anniversary, right? We got Trader Meliodas, and then he was dark, and then they barely dropped dark mages. Then they introduced light, but they barely dropped light mages, right? I don't think we need to take that same route. I think they can go ahead and just start dropping Harmony and Chaos characters, just kind of like balance out the colors, and not even like balance out, but at least give us the opportunity so that we can make an entire team of all Harmony and Chaos characters, or all Harmony characters, or all Chaos characters, so on and so on, right? And the thing that's most interesting, that excites me the most about these 2 typings being added into the game is, yes, we do have some mages that are like, yeah, when all enemies, or when all allies on your team are the same color as you get this extra effect. And also, let's see, how to increase SP. If there's one or more enemy with favorable compatibility in the skill range, 1 SP will be increased. SP will be increased by 1 every turn. Okay, that was, anyway, but yes, instead of having kits that say, oh, if all characters are Harmony, you get this, or if all characters are Chaos, you get this, more so, it could be based on like affiliations now. We might be getting into that era, that meta of BCM, where now we're getting mages that drop. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if when Noelle dropped, she got something in her kit that said something along the lines of, oh, so 1, she was protecting her siblings whenever she learned Valkyrie armor, or whenever she awakened that. So it could be like 1, whenever Silva family, the entire team is like Silva family members or whatever. Now that they're probably not gonna do, because we don't have an SSR solid, we don't have an SSR Nebra, and we just got a decent Nozel. We just got a solid Nozel, right? But I don't see them doing anything with like the Silva family for a little while here. Now, they could do something along the lines of, whenever your entire team is Clover Kingdom, because she was fighting to defend the Clover Kingdom, and all of the Clover Kingdom mages that weren't being possessed by elves had to band together and fight to kind of protect the kingdom at the time being. Or we could have something along the lines of, oh, when everybody on your team is a black bull, or something like that, right? But I'm very excited to see how they handle light and chaos, because they could do things. They could do characters that say light and chaos when the entire team is Harmony or Chaos. But the problem with that is, if they're going to make, so for instance, Noelle, if they give Noelle something in her kit that says when all mages on the team are or Harmony, right? Automatically, when Noelle releases, we're gonna be missing. Even doesn't matter if you 5-star her skill page, if you 5-star her, if you level 5 all her skills, you get her talents up. None of that matters anymore, because now we have to wait months on end for them to release all of these light characters, and I don't know that they're gonna be willing to just drop Harmony after Harmony after Harmony after Harmony like Mage, right? So, and also, another thing why Harmony and Chaos characters probably are not going to be coming too often is because when I hear Chaos, I think Devil Union. I think Devil Host. When I hear Harmony, I think Saint Stage. I think Arcane Stage Mage. I think Mana Method. I think True Magic. I think Ultimate Magic. So these are typings that I feel like are going to be for some of the top tier strength points of characters in the show, right? So I don't think we're gonna be seeing when all the team is Harmony for a little while at the very least. And even if they did that, they would have to make all the Harmony mages like busted as hell for us to want to run them over like Black Asta, Mario Leona, Julius, you know, Spirit Dive, you know, because like I want to test out Noelle with like all these characters and all these kind of like different variations and stuff. But I am hoping to see something that says like whenever Black Bulls are on your team or something like that, or like or even maybe something that's like for each Black Bull ally on your team, get this % extra stat or something like that, like attack or defense or whatever, right? So I'm very excited to see how they make her kit, and I'm very excited to see what this means for the game kind of like evolving from this point on, at least with their passives, how the characters relate to each other and just things like that. This is a very good step though. Adding another character adding another two colors adds a lot of versatility, and it's gonna change up team building for a little bit, I feel like. But I definitely don't think it's gonna be a bad thing. And I'm glad they did this in the first anniversary too, because I just felt like the two other colors were missing. Like in Grand Cross, I got used to just having 3 colors, it was whatever. But like when they dropped them, I was like, you know what? I didn't think about that. Yeah, we could use more colors, right? But with this, I'm more so kind of like, yo, why didn't we get 2 more colors? Because like I know when Black Divider Asta comes, I'm gonna feel so weird if he's like red or green or blue. Like I need like a darkness kind of like aspect to it. I'm surprised they didn't start out with it, considering that Asta is anti-magic. But that's besides the point. And also the typings kind of hold a little bit of reasoning as to why mages are that color. So like Noelle is like Harmony because she found like peace in her mind and you know, focused all of her magic and learned a new spell and things like that, found harmony within herself. And also she found peace in the fact that like she's starting to resemble her mother more on the battlefield, and people are actually like saying like, yo, you're mom, your mom. But Mario Leona said that to her and everything like that. So Noelle found some sense of harmony, and now she's got this new typing, right? Because I was really trying to figure out, I was like, blue, green, or red? I was like, if they're not adding new colors into the game, I could see Noelle being red, but then I was kind of like, I could see Noelle being green too, because she was in a zone where mana was just dispersing, could not be focused, could not be channeled, and she still managed to channel it all up. So I was like, that's a pretty high like sense of like your mana in a type of zone like that. And then I was like, blue, I don't know, I just couldn't see it being blue. But then I was like, she'd probably, if they didn't add these 2 colors, like she'd have to be blue at that point, because the light triad, and you know, they keep showing, you know, like dripped out in all this green, and Asta dripped out in all this red, and then Noelle was in like blue, especially on the like flat stuff, the splash page, the title screen for the game. But yeah, no, I'm very excited to see how team building goes now. I'm very excited to see how passives go and how mages go and how often they will be trying to release Harmony and Chaos characters. Honestly, for right now, at the start of this, I feel like Chaos and Harmony characters are going to be, I feel like they're going to be limited. That didn't sound right. They're going to just be limited. I don't think they're going to be anything besides limited. I don't think they drop a general release Harmony or Chaos character, unless they really are trying to integrate it fully into the game. But the last little thing that kind of makes Harmony and Chaos stand out is that like they didn't want to incorporate them into the wheel that way, right? Because like, if we're being real, it could have been red beats Harmony, Harmony beats dark, or no, I'm trying to think of it like Dokkan. So it would be blue stronger than red, red stronger than orange or light, light stronger than purple, purple stronger than green, green stronger than blue. They could have just made it like a pentagram instead of a triangle here with these 2 on the outside, on the outskirts. But also another thing that kind of gave away they were going to add 2 more colors. It is Black Clover after all, and everything's about 5 leaf clovers, 5 leaf grimoire. That's the same thing basically. basically. But like also Asta, when he was at his ultimate state of power in the manga thus far, we've seen him with 5 horns. Like 5 is a very prevalent, important number in the series. And yeah, now we have 5 colors. So GG. Thanks Vic Gaming for that. Like Vic Gaming, even though I bag you and I thrash you all the time, I don't 1,000,000,000% absolutely hate you. I hate you when you're being absolutely nonsensical and not treating the game with the love and respect that it deserves. But this is a good step, and I do appreciate it, Gaming. Let's try to make up for all the fumbles last year, and let's try to start to have a good year and just keep it going, keep the ball rolling. But this is a good first step, so let's go ahead and keep on going. And honestly, the first anniversary is not here just yet, but as soon as the anniversary starts, that is essentially year 2 of Black Clover Mobile, because at the start of the anniversary, the game will have been out for a year. So that is the 2nd fiscal year for Black Clover Mobile. So I will be referring to, after Noel drops, I will be referring to everything in the game as like year 2 stuff, because that is the year that we're on at that point. But if you guys did enjoy the video, like I said at the start, go down below, smack that like button up. Also, you can hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you have a notification every single time I drop a video and get more content out to you. And you can also comment and let me know how you feel about anything that I said. How do you feel about light and dark? Do you think they added them too early? And also, who's the first dark character you think you'll see, and who is the next light character that you think you'll see? Comment down below. If you guys give me enough responses and enough interesting responses at that, maybe I'll make another follow-up video just talking about who could possibly be light, who could possibly be dark later on in this year. But yeah, that's gonna be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I also hope you guys can surpass your limits. But I love y'all. Peace out.